go to work here inside McLane Stadium in Waco, Texas. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the SEC, the Baylor Bears. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Baylor Bears offense will get the first crack at it here. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give on the inside. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to win. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. That's caught. It's Young. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Rebels offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He wants to change this route. Smith wants to throw. Grabs it in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs.
Oh, he's The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Young. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it and advance and get what he can get.
On the move, he fires. Zips it out to his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Bears are marching down the field. The short hands, it's Jackson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll try the run. Still on his feet is the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There he goes. Oh, the quick spin move. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Smith dropping to pass. Here's the heat. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Watkins. Oh, it's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking for a crease. It's Temple. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And the Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 7 over Stanford. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, we'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, at some point with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Young. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Going with the ground game left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so you're running back.
Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely foot the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You've got a 3rd and manageable, back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. On the run, deep down the right side. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just zings it in there. A little Baryshnikov for the toe tap. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Gray. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Under fire. Still on his feet. He'll pull it down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
That makes the score Ole Miss 28, Rangers 7.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Young. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Hawkins. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Rushes on him. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Bears will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll open the second half with a run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The sure hands, it's Watkins. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He's got the tight end. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Might be changing the route. Smith dropping to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Rebels looking to convert on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on fourth down.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Leaves it with the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Rebels will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal coming up. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by just 1 over Louisiana Tech. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Dallas. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Hold defense.
The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jackson. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's the give off the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Baylor! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field. But
oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He'll pull it on the read. Makes his man miss. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On the ground, it's Hill. At the 20, he's got space. Big run there, gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds. The Bears with the 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Line gets set, first down. To throw, it's Hawkins. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And for a quick update... Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 10 over Stanford. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still.
There he goes. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're down to the 20. First and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Smith wants to throw. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Church. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Church. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Using his legs, it's Green. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air, it's Hawkins. Picked off to stop the threat. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Whitaker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Let's go.
I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Pressure coming. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack.